Hello and welcome back to Just Another Mauler. Today we're going to be discussing something that I grew up with and that really got me into the hobby of gunpla was the TV show Gundam Wing. So today we'll be discussing Wing Gundam 0, the 1/60th scale version. As you can see here, this is not a perfect grade. There is no inclination on it whatsoever what grade level this is. This is back in 1995, so back when Gundam Wing was actually first introduced back to Japan. And then finally we got it translated here for the US market, I think in 1998. Anyways, we're not going to be talking about the show, we're going to be talking about this kit right here. So let's get into some details. As you can see, you can pause the screen right now if you want to take a closer look at that. But anyways, this was made in 1985. Here's the side of the box with the kit all painted. Some information about the unit. If you can read katakana, kanji, hiragana, and everything like that, you can definitely read that. This box is huge. So there's really not much to it. There's more details of like what weapons it comes with, the flight or the bird mode, some gimmicks that it has, and this does not have. Oh, it does have it. It's just under these stickers. So this is another kit that I bought online. So it went over the original retail price of what this unit was, which it looks like it was about 3,500 yen. If you can get really close in there to see that through the thing. Anyways, let's get into opening the box. Alright, so let's see what's inside the box. Let's definitely have to pull this camera back a little bit because this is a big box. Alright, so normally the manuals are on the bottom of the box. I decided to prep for this a little bit and have the manual on the top because there's a lot of runners in there. Well, not really a lot of runners. Kind of what you would get normally, but they're just big. It is, like I said, it is a 1/60th scale, so it is as big as a perfect grade, but it obviously is not a perfect grade. It's kind of just a big version of a high grade. So here you get all of the descendants of the mobile suits. So pretty much, as they show in the series, everything descends from the Talgis, pretty much, including the Gundams themselves. So Unit 1, right here, is a descendant from pretty much the Wing 0, and then you got your heavy arms, Sandrock, Desai, Ultron, I think, or is that Nutaku? One of the two, I don't know. I really wasn't a big fan of that mobile suit. Anyways, so then you got all the other Oz mobile suits, then you got Epion down here. Let's get into what this kit comes with. As you can see, there are no X's on any of the runners because this is obviously meant to be only one-off kit. It looks like it does come with an LED unit and some stuff to make it so that you can put a battery in. Standard Bandai instructions for the manual. That just goes on. Sometimes, there you go. So in these older Wing kits, they had it where they had a center section where they kind of discussed a little bit more about the kit and like what weapons it comes with and gimmicks and all that stuff. So then you've got all your gimmicks. There is a lighting feature in the chest and looks like above the vents. And then pretty much all your standard gimmicks that you got with the 100 scale non-grade or HG grade Wing 0 kit back from in the 90s. So other than that, the manual is pretty much what it is, and then there's how to transform it into bird mode, or Neo bird mode, sorry, I guess bird mode was for Unit 01, not for Unit 0, but anyways, gives you instructions on how to do it. Pretty much it's just lay the Gundam flat, twist the torso around, bend the knees in a little bit, and fold the shoulders flat, and then extend the wings out and put the shield and the guns over the head. So we'll get in more detail about that when we actually build the kit. So, let's get into the runners. See how many runners or how many bags are in here. Put this off to the side. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 bags. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runners altogether. So we all know what this means. It's knife time. Knife time over. Anyways, on to the runners. Here is your runner A. Now this is back before they had it where the runner A was hollow. So as you can see here, this is all of the stuff on the runner A, which are all your blue parts. Runner B, which are basically all of your leg and skirting parts and beam sabers. Runner C, get that on the shot, there's C. It's for your wing parts and some other white parts. Runner D, all your gray parts for your thrusters and your other details for like the backpack and the inner parts of the wings. There's your hands, which they do look like they're going to be somewhat posable. Let's see if I can find the digits. Digits. They're somewhere around here. We'll find them. And then we're going to move on to runner E for all your red parts. And it's part of the shielding, the feet, some skirting, shoulder armor, waist, all that fun stuff. Then we move on to runner F. So parts for the head, the shield, the top part of the feet, and some more part of the feet. There's your front face. And we'll move on to runner G, which is basically for your hip joints and your buster rifles. And then from that, we move on to runner H, which runner H is your multi-injected molding colors. Usually runner A is, not runner H. Due to the fact that my kit is very old, actually this part of the V-fin right here broke off. I glued that back on just for the sake of the review. And there are digits. So it does look like they're going to be somewhat posable fingers. Looks like the first digit is not movable, second digit will be, and then obviously the third part of the knuckle will be posable. So basically this part will not be posable, but this one and this one will be posable, so you can actually get some decent articulation out of the hands. Which back in 1995, to have semi-articulated hands, let alone individual fingers, is awesome. And here's your polycap runner, so big polycaps, and definitely going to have some fun putting those on. Now unfortunately for knife time, I didn't really need to have the knife, because as you can see here, these little plastic bags, they did have it where they were stapled closed, and you could just pull them apart and look at them. But that didn't stop me from using my knife, because I like knife time. So here you have a couple of stickers, and then some parts for the LED gimmick. And then you have your red LED itself, which is pretty much just a standard LED, so if you really wanted to, you could change the color out, and there's another part of that, the battery pack. But you could change this LED light out and have it where you can put any color in there. Don't know how well that will work. Usually with LEDs, they have it where you need a certain amount of voltage in order to turn them on. So I mean, you could try to get away with a green LED. I mean, granted, I know that the Zero system has it where it flashes red when an enemy is approaching and everything like that. But for the front of the mobile suit, it's supposed to have green, and I like the fact that it has green, so what I'll probably end up doing is swapping that out later, and probably might do a tutorial on how to do that. And there's some other stuff that in there that I might want to do, because this is such a big kit and it's a hollow kit, so I mean, there's going to be a lot of empty space to do LED lights and everything like that in customs. And then last but not least, we have our sticker sheet, which for the most part, I mean, granted it's a giant mobile suit. There's not really that many foil stickers, and the old HG 1/100 scales were notorious for having lots of stickers. But I'm just not gonna bother with these. I don't like stickers, I'd rather paint, and so those will just probably end up in the trash. So that's pretty much for the unboxing of this kit. Again, there's really not much to it. It is just basically a giant HG kit. I mean, giant HG kit. You had your HG kit, which was your 1/44 scale. Then you had, well, actually that was a non-scale. Sorry, I'm wrong on that aspect. So your 1/44 scale was a non-grade, your HG kit was a 1/100 scale, and then this thing is a 160 scale. So this should be a lot of fun. I'm expecting a lot of hollow parts and a lot of room for customization. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and hit the like if you like this video. If you didn't like this video, hit dislike. Well, that's up to you. I really don't care either way. And if you haven't, subscribe. And try to check me out on my social media for Instagram and everything like that. Blah, blah, blah. It's all in the link description below. Anyways, this was just another modeler. I hope to see you guys in the next video.